Want to do a quick video. These are some pickups that I don't think I've ever showed off some of these games. Some of them are games I'm playing, and some of them just quick pickups. I just wanted to do a quick video. Uh, I know I'm probably gonna do some more videos, but just wanted to do a quick one. First game is a game I had for a while but never played. But that game is Chicken Range. This game is a game. It's similar to like I guess you would say, somewhat duck hunt, but with chickens, and it's simple. This game is kind of weird. I don't know if I'm playing it right. It's pretty hard. I was shooting these chickens, and I could fail to get to the next level. You play with this gun that you hook up your Joy Cons to. That's what made me get it as well too. That you can slide your Joy-Con there and there as well, and you play with the shotgun. My only complaint about it is like the aim somewhat. If you're not lined up with the TV correctly or something like that, it's kind of a little off, depending on where you're sitting. So be aware of that. And so it's called Chicken Range. A little dumb game you can put in and play to shoot up stuff. Another game I've just been playing it. I jumped on it. Been playing with my daughter. It's a little fighting game. She liked it because they had girls on the front of it. That is Bladed Stranger. I changed the cover. It's not the original cover. The original cover is up in here. It comes with a little Nicalis thing, a book, which you rarely see in these games. Let's take it out real quick. That's the original cover. The other cover is a little bit more revealing, I guess you could say. As you can see, I'm not going to go all up into it, but it's a little bit more revealing. I prefer that cover a little bit more authentic to the game, probably a Asian type cover that they have on the game, Bladed Strange. It's a pretty fun little beat 'em up game with all the Nicalis characters in the game. You play as them, all the characters in the game. It did the download. I got some outfits and whatnot, but you got all the characters you play with. I haven't played story mode. I just played versus, and it was a fun game that I enjoyed. The game is Bladed Strangers, the little beat 'em up game that reminds you of those old, uh, like Street Fighter, Capcom type games. If you like those type games, just with the Nicalis characters. You got Isaac. You got if you're buying into Isaac, you know that game. They got Gunvolt. He's in there as well. You got Shovel Knight. You got a bunch of those characters in this game that you fight with. It's a pretty cool game. Next game. I just finished it. I streamed it as well. I'll check my previous videos. That game is Tevi. This is a weird game I had heard nobody talking about. It's like if I can compare it to anything, it's like Shantae. It's like Shantae and it's like a Shantae style game, Mega Man Shantae, but Metrovania style game that you play as Tevi. She's this character engineer who befriends this demon and this angel. And her father, as you know, as well, is a smart guy engineer as well. Where she gets it from. Pretty cool game that I thoroughly enjoyed. Great games. It's a long game. It reminds you of those type games, like backtracking and powering up, and doing things like that. You'll love this game. Pretty cool game. The graphics, as you can see, are right here. You pretty much upgrade your character. They have these what do they call them? Oh, I can't even think of the name of it. It's like things you could choose. You have like a lot of them. Say you have 100 of them, and you have combos that you can pick, like 1 stage, 2 stage, 3 stage, 4 stage, and they all got to add up to that. So you can pick and choose from different levels. It goes all the way up to 9, I think. But you upgrade your character, it may give you more melee damage. It may give you more uh, blocking, or it may help you against lasers. It may help you against all type of things. But it's a very fun game. I thoroughly enjoyed it. The story was cool. It's a I kind of, well, not really, but the story towards the end is more revealing of the character you're playing with. It's a pretty cool game. I thoroughly enjoyed it. If you like those type games, the Shantaes, the Metrovania, style games, you'll love this game. Pick it up. Haven't heard people talking about it, but I streamed it, beat it, and check it out. Next game is a game I just saw it and wanted to pick it up, and that is a Town of Light. It's inspired by true events. It comes with these cards as well. Hold up, let me show Tebby before I get into that. I don't think I showed it off. I think it has a reversible cover as well, as you can see. It's, my hand's doing one-handed, but so that's the. It has a little adult humor in Tebby game as well. It's pretty wild how they talk about each other, but okay. So Town of Light. This game is, I guess you could say, a horror inspired by true events. Not too horror, but it's horror style. Pretty much you play through it as a Renee, 16-year-old girl who suffers from symptoms of mental illness. She's searching for answers and too many questions in her past, whilst exploring the place where she spent most of her youth. Guide Renee through the dark and emotional journey where the lines between entertainment, storytelling, and reality blurs. Pretty much in this game, you play as Renee. I haven't played it yet, but heard you go to this like mental asylum, pretty much, and you deal with her traumas through that asylum. It's based on asylums over there in France, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. It's something like that. And it's based on a like real life events, inspired by true stories. So it's a pretty cool game that I thought, like, let me add that to the collection, and I picked it up. Town of Light. Next game. I don't have too many games. This one I'm trying to crank them out, so I'm gonna start doing more videos. But next game is a game I finished last night. Check my previous video, and this is a horror game, and it is Still Wakes the Deep. I heard great things about this game. Thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a horror game that takes place on this oil rig where you play as this guy. What's his name? Chaz McCrary or Carl something McCrary. His last name. They always call him his name. Pretty much. He faced the unknown. 1975 disaster strike. Deirdre oil rig, the coast of Scotland. All lines of communication have severed. All exists are gone. That remains a known horror that comes aboard, and pray that one day you get to see your family again. So pretty much, like it says, you're off the coast of Scotland. You playing as a Scottish guy named McCrary, and so he's on this tanker pretty much, and he does something, and gets fired pretty much. But before he gets fired and gets off this tanker, something happens. They dig in and they find this thing that pretty much deals with the rig. I don't want to give it too much of it, but you have to deal with that. This game reminds me of those old horror games, Resident Evil, but a new spin on it. It was a cool game. Doesn't take too long. Probably like maybe 7 hours, 6, 7 hours, something like that. Maybe shorter than that. It took me like 6 hours, I think, if that. It's a cool game you could jump into if you want to get your little horror playthrough and go through. So pretty much you play as McQuarrie and you're trying to make it through this oil rig, and you encounter something. So you're dealing with your coworkers and whatnot, and you're dealing with the thing that happens. Very good game. I recommend this a lot. It's a very cool game. I'm glad I picked it up. I think this game will be sought after in the future, and it is a very fun game. Short, sweet, um, something you can jump in and jump out. So pick that up. That is Steel Wakes the Deep. Next game is a game. I might have showed this off, man. I don't know if I'll show this off again. Let me grab another one. I think I showed this off. Hold on. All right. Grabbed a few more games. I was like, might as well. So, next game, haven't played this yet. Heard good things about it. The game is Super Alloy Rangers. This is reminiscent if you like the Mega Man Gunvolt. I think PM Studios been putting out some bangers. Um, Putting out some great games. The Tevi game, this game. Um, choose from two heroes with distinct skills, tackle tough enemies and gigantic bosses, find hidden pathways throughout adventures. Um, so it's reminiscent to those Mega Man games. It looked like almost similar to Tevi. The Tevi game I just spoke about, just a different style. If you like those Gunvolt, it's reminiscent to Tevi as well, to those Gunvolt style games. Mega Man as well. Jump into exciting side-scrolling action and exhilarating story. So it looks like a cool game. I like those type games. Glad I was able to pick this up. Heard great things about it, and that is Super Alloy Rangers. Next game. This is a game. I think I have it, but I wanted to get the gold edition, and it comes with VR as well, and that is Resident Evil. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard Gold Edition. So this comes with the content on the disc. As you can see, is the Gold Edition. Comes with a few items. I had bought this secondhand. The guy information. I don't know that. So not your hero. So pretty much in this game, you know the Resident Evil games, what they're about. Fear comes home. Resident Evil returns the most immersive, visceral experience yet explore and unimaginable horrors to uncover mysteries and behind the abandoned bakery estate. I heard this is really good, especially if you got the VR. It says very scary, very immersive. If you pick this up, you get the band footage, volume 1 and 2, Bedroom Nightmare, Ethan Must Die, Daughters at 21, Jack's 55th birthday, not included, PlayStation VR compatible. Those items there are not PlayStation 3 compatible. End of Zoe story expansion, not Hero story expansion downloaded on the PlayStation Store for free. So you get all this added content. Cool horror game if you want to get into that. Glad I was able to get this. I'll probably sell my other version, but I'm glad to have this one. Has all the content on the disc, and also has VR as well included. So if you're into Resident Evil 7, you gotta pick up this edition, especially with the VR. I see they got one without the VR, but why not get it with the VR as well? So you play the regular edition plus the VR. You can't lose. So glad I was able to pick that up. Resident Evil Biohazard Gold Edition. All right, next game. This is one of those dungeon crawler games. I've been looking at this game, but the price has been holding, man. I couldn't never find it for a good price. I was trying to get the PlayStation 4 edition, and it was always holding. And I kept putting it off. Said, let me go ahead and get it. And that's Undernaut's Labyrinth of Yomi. Pretty much, it's one of those dungeon crawler games. You escape from Yomi, a dungeon filled with riches and danger. Welcome to Undernauts, a team of brave subterranean adventurers combining depths of massive monster-infested labyrinths in search of priceless resources. Make use of powerful skills and magic items to reach the surface alive. So pretty much, you go into these dungeons, you fight. You get resources, you come back up. Power up, you keep doing that. Those type games, if you like those RPG dungeon crawler type games, you'll love this game. Recover the darkness hidden deep within the labyrinth. Use the switch boost system to defeat hordes of monsters. Create magical doors, ladders, and bridges to escape. So it's one of those dungeon crawler games I wanted to pick up, especially for the PS4. It has it for the PS5 as well, but I wanted the PS4 version. Always going to pick that PS4 version if I could pick it up. and that is Underknots. All right, next game. Next game is a horror game that I wanted get. They got part 2 that's coming out soon. I wanted to get part 1, and that is White Day Labyrinth. Name School. Includes 30 plus costume DLC. It's one of those horror style games. Pretty much spine chilling Korean survival horror. So Korean survival horrors, they're really scary. So explore the area you done high school and uncover dark secrets of the building's tragic past. Evade murderous janitors, encounter terrifying phantoms, and solve mind-bending puzzles. Unravel a twisted narrative with 10 unique endings. Will you make it out alive? All right, so this is one of those survival horrors type games with the, those Korean survival horrors. They are, those Korean survival horrors. They know how to do horrors. I give it to them on doing horror type games or horror movies. They are the kings of it. I think at the moment, they do very good horror style type movies and games, and I wanted to pick it up. It looked pretty cool, and I picked that up, and that's White Day. That's going to be it for the video. Check my previous videos, my previous streams, and I'll be continue pumping out videos. This is going to be it. See you guys next time.